Hamsters are cute, furry, and have a lot of hair. They are also known for their squirmy nature, which makes it hard for them to sit still. They have large eyes, long tails, and furry coats. Do hamsters need a bath? The answer is yes. A bath is important for hamsters because they produce a lot of furballs which can clog the water flow. So why not try to use hamsters as an excuse to give your furry friend a home bath? Hamsters are mammals. They need to be given a bath regularly. It's a good idea for any pet owner to take their hamster in for a bath every so often. What is a hamster? A hamster is a type of rodent that is native to the Middle East. It usually comes in black, brown, gray, or white and has short ears and a long tail. Four types of hamsters exist in the animal world: Syrian, golden, Chinese, and dwarf. Syrian hamsters are the most commonly found across the planet. They have a golden brown coat with a darker stripe on their back. Golden hamsters have a reddish gold coat with a darker stripe on their back. The Chinese hamster is golden to yellow/green-eyed while its short legs are black. The dwarf is small and has short legs and a head that's large in proportion to its body. They are generally known to be a rodent that has a large curved furry tail, bushy, and long ears. They are also known to have a big head with eyes on the sides of their heads and cheeks that have no whiskers. Should you bathe your hamster? The answer is yes, but not as much as you might think. Bathing your hamster helps them stay clean and comfortable. It gives them peace of mind that they are getting enough water and food, as well as giving them a break from all the dust in their habitat. Also, it removes all their natural oils and dirt to help their skin stay healthy. Hamsters are naturally pretty clean creatures and they don't require much grooming, so bathing them can be unnecessary. Why you shouldn't wash a hamster? You don't need to wash a hamster. Hamsters are pretty clean animals and they wouldn't mind getting dirty. Hamster washes are one of the more popular ways to socialize hamsters with other hamsters, but it is not always the best for their health. The frequency of washing your hamster can be too much for them and lead to health problems such as skin irritation and hair loss. One way to minimize this risk is to limit the time that your hamster spends in the cage. This way they have time outside playing in their wheel or nesting bedding, so they will feel more comfortable in their home environment. 5 reasons why you should never wash your hamster. The most common types of animals kept as pets are dogs, cats, and birds. Hamsters are also considered to be one of the most popular animals that people give as a gift. However, there is a lot of controversy about whether or not hamsters should ever be washed. 1. Losing hamsters can lead to stress, depression, and even thoughts of suicide. Hamsters cannot be easily replaced when they die, so it is important to know the consequences before washing your hamster. 2. Be careful with the water temperature when washing your hamster, as it can cause burns or injury. 3. The smell of a wet hamster is terrible. 4. A wet hamster can transmit diseases such as salmonella, ringworm, or even herpes. 5. The safe way to wash your hamster is by using a towel, not by dipping it into water, as this could cause injury. 8 misconceptions about hamsters and why they're wrong. These are some common misconceptions about hamsters, how they act, and how to take care of them. 1. Hamsters are primarily nocturnal. 2. They have a lifespan of just 3 years. 3. They have a short attention span. 4. They only eat vegetables and hay. 5. They can be kept in the same cage as other animals, but must be provided with their own food and water bottles. 6. Their diet should consist of hay, vegetables, fruits, and pasta. 7. If a baby hamster is separated from its mother too soon, it will die within hours. 8. Hamsters love to ride on top of wheels because they like to feel the air rushing by their ears and whiskers like wings. Hamsters get their name from the German Hamster or Häme, which means to deceive, so it's understandable that people might have some misconceptions about them. The most common misconception is that hamsters are rodents. While they're technically in the rodent family, they're actually more closely related to dogs and cats. They are mammals and not a type of rodent at all. Another misconception is that hamsters love darkness. This is because they burrow into dark spaces like their dens and the warrens where they live with other hamsters to avoid predators. A lot of people also think that hamsters are nocturnal animals, while in reality they're diurnal animals. They're active during the day but sleep at night after eating or resting up for a few hours. Why do hamsters need a bath? Hamsters are known for their long hair and burrows. Their long fur is a great home for dust, dirt, and other particles that accumulate on their skin. The hamster's hair picks up these particles and carries them back to the burrow where the hamster keeps them safe from predators like cats. When it comes to a bath, the process of cleaning could be quite labor-intensive for hamsters because of their long fur. The process may also be too stressful for many people because they have to handle the pet with care, which is not always an easy task. A good alternative to give your pet a bath is with a hamster ball. There are many reasons why hamsters need a bath. One of the most important reasons is to remove their natural oils and make it easier for them to be groomed. Some other reasons why hamsters should be bathed are that they are more comfortable, reduce odor, make it easy for them to regulate body temperature, and help in fighting skin infections. How to bathe a hamster? We have to remember that hamsters are very sensitive, so we cannot bathe them in cold water. They should not be put into a bathtub or even a sink because that might cause an injury. In the past, it was difficult to give your hamster a bath because they could only be held in your hand or sat on your lap. Now you can use a pet carrier and set up a small area at the bottom of the tub where they can get damp without getting splashed by water. Another way to give your hamster a bath is to use an aquarium, with just one lid, and set it on top of the shower curtain rod. When they need a bath, simply grab them and put them inside the tank while leaving one side open for airflow. How often should I give my pet hamster a bath? While it is generally good to give your pet hamster a bath every week, it is important that you follow the recommendations of your vet. Every day, bathing your pet can remove harmful bacteria and parasites from the skin. It can also help control the level of bacteria in their environment. Every 2 weeks, you should give your pet a bath. This will ensure that they have a healthy and clean environment while also dislodging any dirt or grime on their coat. Every 4 weeks or 6 weeks, you should give your pet a bath depending on how dirty they get and how often they exercise. If they are active enough to need a bath every week, then you should bathe them every 2 weeks instead. There are many different opinions on when to give your pet a bath. Some will say you should give them a bath every day, while others will say they only need it once every few months. One of the most important factors in determining when to give your pet a bath is the frequency of their shedding. According to this study, hamsters shed almost 20% more fur than other small animals and should be bathed about 10 times a year. There is no clear-cut answer for how often you should bathe your pet unless you have been keeping up with its shedding habits, which would determine how big of an issue it is for them. What is the best way to bathe a hamster? The best way to bathe a hamster is by using a water bottle. Sometimes, the hamster can drink from it. However, this technique is not recommended for those who have never seen a hamster before. Bathing a hamster might seem like an easy task to someone who has never seen one before, but for those who have, it can be quite challenging. First of all, you should get your hamster used to being handled by simply placing it in your hand. To give it its first bath, take it outside and cover the bottom of your backyard with a towel or blanket. After that, take your hamster inside and clean it up with a wet washcloth or paper towel. Lastly, dry off your hamster with another wet cloth before putting it back in its cage or on its bedding. Conclusion: for do hamsters need a bath? It depends on the owner's decision, but the answer for the question is yes, hamsters do need a bath once a week. They also need to be brushed 2 or 3 times per week.